Hello, good morning. Welcome to Tottenham, USA. DJ Paul here. Kind of take a little break from the rapid videos. I think I did a whole lot. I was still trying to set up to do longer videos, but that has not come in just because of the space. It's a little dark and I have to put in too much work at the time now to do it. And so maybe the next couple of days. I've been promising this for like 2 months, 3 months, but I did go on vacation and I did enjoy that vacation. So that's, that's the water under the bridge, as they say. So there are a lot of discussions about the window itself. And we can talk about the window when we look at the window in general. And most people come away, I think, will say the window is pretty much somewhere in the region of 7.5, somewhere in there. That's where I grade it. But one of the things that is dividing the conversation is whether or not Tottenham-Tel is good enough for whatever was happening and all of that good stuff. But I will say in my assessment, I like Tel. And I think that given the time, right, we always say that the Premier League is of a higher level, higher caliber, all of that. And we should buy a player to match the Premier League, no doubt. But when you get a player like Tottenham-Tel and you see the raw talent, but he can't harness it, and we jump at him, then we are not giving a player time to develop. Some people are saying, hey, as a big six club, we're not supposed to be doing that. If we're not doing that with our academy, then we shouldn't be bringing in players from outside that we quote unquote want to develop. That's an argument that can be made. However, the fact of the matter is that trying to put Tel in to say that we have a bad window does not hold much water, because if you look at it, you have to go way back to January to see that Tel was already committed, or the club had already committed to Tel based on working out the differences. And so it is grossly unfair in terms of the commentary that's out there. You can talk about his game and all of that, but in terms of tying him to whether the window is good or bad, that doesn't make any sense. And there are people who I have high respect for who are driving that narrative, and I can tell you right now, right here, that's bullshit. And you just need to tamp that down. There are many other things to talk about that we can talk about and that we can discuss. We will have agreement, disagreement, and also agree to disagree. All of that good stuff surrounding football itself. But this is a problem. When you start getting into individual, you start personalize what you're saying, you end up in situation with division.